What's up, y'all? Back with another video. And real quick, right off the bat, the goal of today's video is to stay calm. I'm not going to get all excited, not going to start yelling. We're going to be like the Fonz. And what was the Fonz? He was cool. That's the goal today. But I'm having a great day. Started off the day, ate the buffet at the Golden Corral, which is my favorite place on earth. Almost. I love it so much. And I especially love going on Saturdays because they also have all the military veterans there in the morning, and they take up like half the restaurant. It's super cool. I mean, they have their little announcements and everything. They announce whose birthday it is and just all kinds of stuff. It's great. All those guys, they just fill the place. I love it so much. I just get a good sense of patriotism while I'm there. When they start saying the national anthem, I stop eating, I get up, take my hat off, and I respect the national anthem. So it's just a great time. Good food. I'm stuffed still. That was like 6 hours ago I ate. But yeah, super good. I love the Golden Corral. I think I had like 6 plates of food. That's how I do it. Then I came home, took a little bit of a nap, and then I watched the CPAC speech from Trump. That guy needs to be a comedian. I'm not kidding. It's just so awesome. I don't know how anybody can't love that guy. He's spot on with everything he says, and he's funny. He's so funny when he was like, everything Joe Biden touched turned to shit. He's like, and I've got this friend that says my speeches would be so much better if I didn't cuss. But he's like, I have to emphasize it. He's like, what other word would I use? And he's like, plus, we need to be honest. It's just so good. God, I love that guy. I'm just going to thoroughly enjoy the next 4 years. It's going to be awesome. And I'm loving how he's kind of like thrown these little seeds out regarding a third term. Because I think it's written to where you can't have more than 2 consecutive terms. I think I'm not the expert on the Constitution and all that, but I think there's some kind of wording in there. I'm not sure. Don't even quote me on that. I'm not sure, but he keeps throwing that out, which is brilliant. He's the master at doing that. Instead of like drumming up all the hype himself, he throws the seeds out and he lets the hype build up around him. And then that way people will be asking for him to do the second term instead of it being his idea. Like, you see how that works? Yeah, it's brilliant. He keeps doing that lately. I love it. Man, if he even seriously talked about running a third time, or actually a fourth time, dude, the lefties would fucking melt. Could you imagine? Another 4 years after this 4 years? Dude, the antidepressant medicines would be flying off the countertops. They just even thinking about it makes me so happy. Makes me so happy inside. But real quick, I just want to welcome all the new subs that have came over from the Jaronism live stream last night. That was so fun. I was loving that live stream. I felt like I was like the co-star of it or something. So cool. I love how Jaron featured a few of my videos and he played my 2 Flat Earth songs. And not kidding, guys. Originally, I wasn't even going to post that scammer song. I wrote that in about an hour. It didn't take that long. The words were just flowing out of me. Just flowing out of me. And I was like, yeah, this is kind of mean. I was like, this is kind of mean. But then, like, I was going on to Dave Weiss videos because they still show up all the time. His little Zodiac app channel shows up. And I had written just like, it wasn't even a nasty comment, just something about the sun. I go back later, it's deleted. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker, he knows. He is not a dumb guy. Dave Weiss is not an idiot. He's a real slick salesman. He's a slick salesman, and I hate to say it, but I think he's a con man. I mean, he knows what's going on. He wants to make money. Like, he gets on all these YouTube channels, you know, to do these little interviews and stuff, and it's like no matter what the person asks him, he just guides it over to his answer. Like, whatever pre-answer he has all ready to go, it's just, like I'm saying, man, I think the guy's a little bit of a con man. So, and the fact that he was erasing comments about the sun, I know YouTube wasn't erasing it because it was nothing nasty. There was nothing nasty there. It was just a simple comment about the sun, deleted. And I heard he was kicking out people out of a live stream the other day. I wasn't on that one. I don't know for a fact, but that's just what I heard. I heard anybody that even went slightly against him, he was kicking him out, kicking him out, kicking him out. So for that right there, that tells me he knows what's going on, and he's willingly and knowingly lying to people, trying to sell his app, which I consider stealing their money. So I felt like he deserved it. Like I said, I don't like going after people personally like that. I don't like calling them out by name. I don't like starting wars with people, but when you're out there doing that, dude, you deserve the criticism. And Nathan Oakley always deserves it. That guy's just a arrogant, pompous jackass. I mean, he's just a dick. I don't know why anybody would listen to his bullshit every single day when all he does is say the same thing. Same thing. And then his little minions start repeating his talking points and they show up in your comments section. And it's like, God, it's like a little mini Nathan Oakley here. What's the horizon? Do you know where the word horizon came from? Can you go to the horizon? It's the same shit over and over. How are you going to get a straight baseline on a curve for an elevation angle? I mean, it's like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. So yeah, he always deserves the criticism. And I don't feel the least bit bad about attacking him. But yeah, like I said, I just felt like posting it. I was all caught up in the moment. I was in Jaren's live stream. I was like, oh, you guys want to hear a song? I was like, give me a vote. Yes or no, you want to hear the song? They're like, yeah, post it. And I was like, cool, posted. And then it just, it just took off from there. So super fun. I love writing those songs. It is incredibly just fun to write lyrics, say what you want to say. You can twist the words how you want to twist them. And it's super fun. And I was a little ivory towerish with the weed comments. I'm not going to lie, guys. If you've seen my previous videos, you'll know that I've been a 24/7 smoking every single day pothead for the past 30 plus years. Ever since I was like 15 years old, I've been smoking weed every single day, all day, nonstop. So for me to like make the comments about, people getting high all the time, that is a little ivory towerish, me talking down. But you know what? Sometimes you just need a bridge line in there that rhymes. So it is what it is. It is what it is. And you can't deny the fact that a lot of flat earthers are potheads. I was a pothead. I was completely stoned when I wrote that Flatty song. That was back when I was still smoking. I was super high when I wrote that. So, like I said, it's a song. You got to take it for what it is. It's just a song. But yeah, thanks again to Jaren for all the shout outs and everything. That was a blast last night. I was having such a fun time. Super awesome. I can't wait until next Friday and he does his next Unplugged show. I love it. I love it. What a great time. Keep up the great work, Jaren. I love it, man. But let's get back to flat earthers, and they're just doubling and tripling down on the nonsense when it has been proven to be wrong. You know how I said in the video, and it's the one that Jaren showcased also, where I said Democrats are like flat earthers? Nothing could be more accurate. The way that, reality just smashes them in the face, but they still double and triple down on the nonsense. It's like, how does the sun work? It doesn't matter. The earth is flat. It's measured flat. Water doesn't bend. Just like the Democrats are like, that's what a dictator. He's a dictator. He's a Nazi. It's like, but dude, he's trying to make the government smaller. He's trying to stop the wars so less people die. Well, that's what dictators do. It's like, oh my God, no, you've got it backwards. It's so, because I know you guys all know who Asmongold TV is. Asmongold. I mean, the guy will put up any video, and within about 15 minutes, it has 385,000 views. The guy is huge, and he even said it the other day. He was talking about the Democrats and how they just focus on shit that really doesn't matter, and he made the comment. He's like, they're like flat earthers. They're like flat earth. I was like, oh my God, yes, that's exactly what I've been saying. Boom! I wish I could get 385,000 views on my videos. But I'm not going to lie, that guy does make some good content. I realize he is just in front of his computer like 24 hours a day. But man, I mean, I'm jealous of that guy. Wow. What a life, dude. Just to give reactions to stuff all day and just be rich. And then he doesn't even spend any of his money. He said he spends like less than 1% of the money he makes. That's amazing, man. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. And speaking of, flat earthers just doubling and tripling down on the nonsense, especially things like the Antarctic trip was fake and the final experiment didn't really happen. It was all faked and they didn't really go and blah, blah. Just anything that they can say to divert away from the fact that the sun stayed in the sky for 4 straight days because it just blows their map right out of the water. Where's Witsit? Where's Witsit at? The fact that he's not saying anything about it should lead you to believe that they actually went there. Because if they had gone there and things would have went the flat Earth's way, do you think he'd be silent about it? Or if he went down there and the whole thing was fake, do you think he would be silent about that? No, he's silent because he doesn't know what to do. I think ultimately he's got to come around. As much as I talk shit on that guy, he's not an idiot. He's not dumb. He's got to realize what he saw and the implications of it. He has to. I realize you get so buried in it, it's hard to admit you're wrong and just come out of that hole. But man, I'm telling you, it's possible. Just do it. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Some people are going to ratio your video and talk shit in the comments. Nothing's going to happen in real life. It's not like you're going to go to jail or something. Just come out with it. Just be like, dude, I was wrong. All those big words I said, I was wrong. That's all you got to do, Witsit. I think he's going to come around. Like Jared said, it might take some of these people like 6 months, but they will come around. They've got to come around. They've got to come around. And one more thing about Witsit too. I mean, he is a good debater. The guy can do very well when he's arguing with somebody. I'm not going to lie. He's great at it. And I saw him on the Modern Day Debates or whatever the little debate show was where he was arguing against, sex change operations and puberty blockers and stuff like that for children. And he did an amazing job. I mean, if he just went off in that direction or just anything but the flat earth, I think he'd be successful. Like I said, the guy can debate. Just pick your battles a little better and let the flat earth go. That's just my opinion. What do I know? But yeah, some of these flat earthers in my comment section, good God.
What a bunch of losers.
Well, thank you, Trump. Thank you for that. But I can always tell who the flat earthers are, like right off the bat, because they have like these crazy names like Flat Earth, Flatty, Flat Man and stuff. And it's like, yeah, you're a flat earther. You got the word flat in your title 3 times or something. And you can tell they're just big mad. They're just so mad that, their whole little hoax is falling apart. Their whole little cult is crumbling. And some of the biggest and best people are leaving. And they're just upset about that. It measures flat. Water doesn't bend. And it's just the same shit over and over. Like I said, they just keep doubling down, no matter how ridiculous it sounds. It's fascinating, really. It's like the confirmation bias, the cognitive dissonance. It's very powerful. I used to think that only applied to Globers, but I was wrong about that too. It applies to the flat earthers big time. And a real quick shout out to a lot of the Globers that have responded with positive comments. And instead of kicking me while I'm down, they're responding with positive comments and saying nice things. So I appreciate that because like I said, instead of lifting me up, you guys could kick me while I was down. And I'm not gonna lie, there are some people out there that like to kick me while I'm down. It's these low IQ Globers that show up. And these are the stupid people that are like, they can't even write their own name out, but they know it's a globe. And it's like, you can tell half the time they don't even watch the videos. They just see like the title of the video, like the 3 worst globe proofs, and they just jump in and act like I'm a flat earther. It's like, you didn't even watch the video. Just they come in with the dumbest things. And these are the people that I was talking about when I was walking around in the neighborhood. Just the real low IQ Globers. They just can't tell you one globe proof, but they just know it's a globe because that's what they've been taught since they were 2. And they're so annoying. Those people are obnoxious. They seem like the type of people that have never won anything in their life ever. Just like chronic losers throughout their entire life. And they finally found themselves on the winning team of something. And they don't know how to handle it. It's like they don't know how to handle it. They're just going to gloat and yeah. It's like having a Super Bowl winning team and they're like the 4th string punter that didn't even get to play 1 down in the entire season. They just rode the bench the whole time, didn't contribute shit, but somehow found themselves on the winning team and they got that Super Bowl ring. So for all those people, I'm going to say, enjoy your win right now. Enjoy this victory because I don't know if you're ever going to have that feeling again in your life. And I hate to say it to all the new, people that have subbed to my channel, but I don't know how much more flat earth / globe content I can make. I mean, I think I'm pretty much at the end of it. It's over. The flat earth is over. I'm definitely not going to start making globe videos. I don't care. I mean, I've talked about before the final experiment, what I thought the repercussions were. I talked about after the final experiment, what happened. I've talked about how I've given up the flat earth. I've talked about how I got into flat earth. I've talked about how the flat earth has impacted my life when I was a flat earther. I really don't know what else I could possibly talk about. And I was going to do another video entitled something like, things on the globe that still don't make sense to me, but it's just pointless. It's just pointless. I tried to do some, like my other video, the 3 worst globe proofs. That thing got ratioed. I'm not going to lie, guys. I mean, it is what it is. It got ratioed. So funny. 496 views. I got 5 likes. I mean, I just got to laugh at it. What else did I think was going to happen? I went against the globe a little bit. Oh no! Oh my God! Everybody's freaking out about it. But all my other videos, pretty decent. Got a couple 100% in there. Got a couple 80%ers in there, so not too bad. My flat earth scammers, close to 90% thumbs up, so we're all good. I just got that one bad one in there. And I feel like if I did a video where I questioned things that still didn't make sense to me, it would be like that part 2. I'd get all these globers in here writing these big, fucking 10 paragraph responses explaining it all to me, which I already know what your answer is going to be. And then I would have to sit there and tell you why I didn't think what you just wrote was correct. And then we just go back and forth and back and forth. And we just turn into this whole big giant mess again. So I think I'm just going to skip it. I'm going to skip it. I don't see the point. I know we live on a globe. It has been proven to me. That's all I was asking for. I mean, sadly, it took like 9 to 10 years for some really good evidence to come through. Right there, that's going to trigger people. I already know it. Right there, me just saying that is going to trigger people. We've known it for 2,000 years, you dumbass. I mean, so I think I'm about done with that content. So if you subscribe to hear me, talk shit on flat earthers or talk about the globe or whatever, I mean, I hate to disappoint you. I don't know what else there really is to talk about. I feel like I've beaten the dead horse over and over. And then I feel like when it comes to space, that's a whole nother ball game from arguing whether the earth is flat or round. And honestly, I don't care too much about the space stuff. If you want to believe all that, that's cool. If you want to think we walked on the moon in the 60s and haven't been able to go back since, that's cool. I really don't care. I honestly, I don't care about all the space crap. I just wish we would defund NASA because I think it's a giant waste of money. I mean, those people can't even bring astronauts back from the ISS. They left them stranded up there. I mean, the second that they lost, destroyed, / taped over the moon landing footage and lost all the telemetry data from the greatest accomplishment in the history of mankind, they should have been defunded right there. Like, you did what? You lost all that? You taped over it? You don't have a machine that can play the tape? That's it. We're cutting your funding. You people are idiots. You're stupid people if you couldn't even hold on to that material. I mean, are you kidding? That's pathetic. So it would be hilarious to me if Elon Musk and Doge went in there and just defunded NASA. I know that would flip people out. Oh my God, no, my God, you got rid of NASA. That was my favorite thing because space is so cool. Like, people would lose their shit if that happened. But I think it needs to happen. I don't see what NASA provides us at all. Honestly, what do we get from them? Cartoon pictures? Images of space? Who gives a shit? You're not going there. Why do you care? See, I'm getting crazy again. We're gonna stay cool on this one. We're gonna stay cool. We're almost done. We're at the end here. But anyways, guys, that's all I've got for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And until the next one, y'all, peace.